Today we are focusing on the furniture company Katia, which has 20 years history of business in Morocco, had already established a great image of brand and became a market leader of the furniture industry. In 2013, Katia is facing their first financial loss after 19 years of steady growth in the Moroccan market. It is important for Katia to identify all the threats and opportunities in the market to maintain leadership in the Moroccan furniture industry. During this meeting, we are going to analyze the problems and opportunities that Katia is facing in terms of all aspects in the Moroccan economy. First of all, we are going to apply PESTO analysis against Katia to identify factors that may affect Katia outside the market. Second, we will use Porter's five forces model to analyze Katia's situation within the market. Lastly, we will conclude the key success factors for Katia to capitalize. The purpose of this presentation to identify the risks, threats, and opportunities that Katia is facing in 2013.
Hi, today I'm going to discuss the pastoral analysis that apply to Katia. There have six main parts in pastoral analysis, which are political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. First of all, for political dimension, since 2000, Morocco had focused on expanding its economic and political presence in Africa, and increasingly regarded as the gateway to the continent. This growth has made Morocco become an attractive market. And then, for economic dimension, KT's early growth was impressive. The company benefited from positive economic developments in Morocco between 1994 and 2010. The country's GDP grew by about 3.8% over year. And during this time, Morocco experienced the emergence of a middle class, just an increase in mobility, especially among the younger population. And then for social dimension, I just analyzed the population trends and age distribution by using the data of diagram in the case. From 2003 and to the 2013 in Morocco, the population in 2013 is around 33.8 million, increased by 13.4% compared to 2003, and the growth rate steadily at 1.5% per annum. And during this period, population age under 14 years old has decreased, and between 15 to 64 has increased, above 65 years old unchanged. For technological dimension, Katia aimed to shorten its delivery time from 6 days to 4 days. It installed systems to track inventory in real time and sync physical virtual inventory, allowing the logistic fleet to see warehouse in which each item was stored. It also changed the return processes so that items were only added to the system when they are physically received. And then it's for environmental dimension at the end and the early growth of Katia 2006. The CEO of this company has realized that every season needs to change everything in each store, take out the past season's item and redo the layout of the store in line with the concept of new season. This was not feasible unless the company had enough space to exhibit everything at once. So he began to develop a concept of Katia grant, which is in French for giant. The last part is for legal dimension. I will give an example of IKEA, which is a major competitor of Katia. In 2010, there were more than 30 IKEA stores owned and run by French franchises. IKEA's presence in the Middle East, for example, began with Saudi Arabia, where first IKEA store opened in 1983 under a franchise agreement known before the brand had any regulation in the local community. So that's all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm going to analyze the KTR with Porter's 5 forces model in 5 perspectives. It describes the external environment of the business competitive advantages within the same industry. It can help the business to know the strengths and weaknesses. So for the competitive rivalry, which is the first one, the competition in the market is high, and their competitors are IKEA and Mobilia and other individual retailers. Even though that Kitia was the market leader with a 20% share in 2010, they still lack of global reach and the power of IKEA. Therefore, it could be a disadvantage for Kitia. So for threats of new entrants, there could be a low barriers to entry. The Morocco market, because there is an example of a Turkish furniture retailer Istiqbal entered the market and opened a second store within just 6 months. So therefore, it may show that if there were more new entrants into the market, the share of the Kitia could be diluted. So for another, for the threats of substitute products, the evidence shows that Kitia may face a range of substitute goods from its competitors. For example, IKEA and Mobilia. They're both good at producing bedroom furniture, which constitutes up to 60% of their Kitia's sales. So for bargaining power of suppliers, Kitia faces low bargaining power from their suppliers because they have a wide range of supply chains from local Europe to Asia, and large differentiated products. Based on the research of B2U, it identifies that Porter's forces model, a high level of different products or services will have less bargaining power. Therefore, this could be an advantage for them. For bargaining power of the customers, which is the last factor to analyze, the customers are mainly targeted as age range 23 to 55 years old and middle income level in Morocco. Porter identifies that high volume customers, because of local business and buyers' products are substitutes, as previously mentioned, would lead to a high bargaining power of customers. That's all of the five forces models from Porter's.
I'm going to introduce Katia's key success factors. These factors can make up a unique culture of a business, and they are important for company's management system, and then make up the company able to gain business success in their marketplace. There are 5 key success factors in the Katias. There's a strategy focus, people, operation, marketing, and finances. I'm going to discuss this factor in detail. For strategy and planning, Katia structured the 3 pillars of good price, good quality, and service. They created their own delivery fleet and storage system, and they offer free delivery and free assembly. As we know, delivering and install furniture is usually difficult to customer. The service Katia offered can provide convenience for customer and give them better experience. That could be an advantage for Katia. And for people aspect, Katia focused hiring people who had a stronger education background and offer them higher salary in order to streamline service and boost the sales. Katia also focused on staff training and improved their sales team and added service quality as a KPI. And for operations and process, Katia installed a real-time tracking system in order to shorten their delivery time from 6 days to 4 days. The tracking system can sync physical and virtual inventory, so it also improved return process. The system allows customers manage their delivery time to make sure the customer at home when attempting a delivery. For marketing aspect, Katia adopted an aggressive marketing strategy. For example, increased the number of brochures it's distributed and trying difficult types of marketing method like digital marketing.
Time's back up, guys. Library's closing.
For finance aspect, Katia trying to increase cash generation by focusing on higher turnover items and decrease the total number of SKUs, as known as stock units keeps, by 25%. Katia also working on develop their supply chain, for example, attract larger manufacturers in China to decrease their cost, or attract customers by selling made in Europe items to increase sales and customer certifications.
In conclusion, Katia is facing a worse market situation that Morocco has a low barriers to entry for the furniture industry, and the small competitors are diluting Katia's market share. The main competitor of Katia is IKEA, which has a greater brand recognition around the world. Although it is hard for Katia to compete with such a big company, Katia have more experience in Morocco market that they can respond quickly to change, like change in the market structure or in consumer preference or taste, rather than competing with IKEA through brand recognitions. Katia can capitalize their advantage in operation, like well-trained employees and customer service. For example, free shipping and free assembling to attract more customers. After-sales service can also be an important factor that customers would consider, since many of the products introduced by Katia is similar with Katia, and Katia's developing supply chain may reduce their costs, so that they are able to sell those products in a low price. This allows Katia to respond to the high bargaining power of Moroccan customers. Sales may be increased in this case, so Katia can escape from a further financial loss. And this is our reference list. Thank you.